hours north of Phoenix, and we camped at this free campsite, which is a trailhead. It's really beautiful. We're finally in some tree area. There's our dog Otter.
Bye.
And we wanted to answer some of your questions that we always get. So the first one that we always get is, what's your favorite place? And that one is super hard to answer because we've been to so many awesome places. But for me, it's the Redwoods, Northern California, and the Tetons, because we traveled for so long on this flat land, and then we got to the Tetons and it was just like mountains. So that just like really stuck out to me.
I would mostly agree with that. Yeah, the whole Pacific Northwest was really cool. The weather was awesome. The terrain was great. The Tetons were fantastic. Michigan was cool. Idaho was cool. California was cool. Texas is cool. Arizona's been great. Iowa was pretty awesome.
Okay, so we like them all.
Yeah, every place rocks. Just go see some cool stuff.
So another question that we always get is, where do you do your laundry?
Laundry. Oh, so they have these little shops, stores, whatever, all over the country. Most towns have them, big towns, small towns. They're called laundromats. And for a few bucks, you can wash your clothes. You don't even have to stay there. You can leave and come back.
But some of them have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi, vending machines. They're really cool. You know, I don't know if any of you ever went to college or lived in an apartment, you might be familiar with these things. But I'm not trying to be a smartass, but a lot of people sound really surprised when we say a laundromat. They're like, oh yeah, those things. So yeah, they're everywhere.
And then another one is, where do you shower? And the answer to that is, we don't.
Never. One time in Lake Michigan, we took a bath once. But...
No, that's a joke. So we have a membership with YMCA, and they're all over. If you ever get to a big city, there's usually at least 5 or 6. So we can work out or shower whenever we want. And then if there's not a YMCA close, usually a state park that has campgrounds has showers, or we'll go to a friend's house if we're near a friend.
Like today, we're going to see my buddy Forsyth, and he has a shower.
Yeah, so we're going to get a shower today. So yeah, there's plenty of places that we can get it done if we need to.
And we have a camp shower.
And we have a camp shower.
We made a camp shower.
Yeah.
It works great too.
And then another question is, so we brought our dog along with us on this leg of the trip. The first one we left her at home because we were a little nervous, but we're super happy we brought her with us. And a lot of people ask how it is traveling with a dog. And we have to say it's gone really surprisingly well. We were a little nervous. We knew it'd be harder, but we knew it'd be great. But we've actually been able to keep her off leash. She doesn't run away.
Yeah, she's awesome. She definitely surprised us. She's really coming into her own. We've only had her for 2 years, you know, and she was an adult when we got her, so it's just been a learning experience the whole time anyways, but she's been awesome, man. She just loves running around. She likes to fight elk, moose.
Shut up.
She peed on a petrified log yesterday. No, she's awesome, and honestly, I can't even imagine doing this without her. It's been exponentially more enjoyable this whole trip with her versus without her.
So if we have to go in somewhere, one of us will stay in the van with her. Since we've been traveling on the south, like Florida, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, it's been pretty warm, so if we want to eat at a restaurant, usually we just find one with a patio and they allow dogs. So it's been pretty convenient having her, honestly. So.
Yeah. I feel stupid for not bringing her the first time now.
Yeah.
But we did know.
And then another question we always get is when they see us in our Astro, which is pretty small, they're like, well, how did you pack all your stuff in there? And the answer for that is, we didn't pack all of our stuff. We were very selective on what we brought. And we think pretty much the only thing that we use daily is our 7-gallon jug of water, or water bottle. What else?
Stove.
Our stove. And clothes. Obviously we wear clothes, but
blankets.
We were really selective on how many clothes we brought too. We each get 1 tote of our large clothing and then 2 totes of underwear and socks, because that's what you wear the most anyway.
I hardly change my underwear or socks, so it's great. Back to that laundry thing. Don't have to do it very often.
So yeah, I mean, we we're careful not to pack too much.
We did pack too much stuff the first time. It wasn't overkill, but when we were getting ready to leave the second time and going through all of our stuff, we're like,
we didn't
look
use
at how many
this,
times do
didn't
we use this? Never, once, twice. I mean, some things we have that we might only use once or twice, like some tools. Like, ideally, we don't need those at all because the van never breaks down. But, you know, we've had to fix some things, and we're glad we've had those for the 1 or 2 times we've needed them. But
we don't need all this fancy, like, coffee pot, French press, everything, because
it would be nice sometimes.
Sometimes it would, but the gas station Folgers coffee is just as good,
Pretty
to be
good.
honest.
And I'm lazy. I don't want to, like, make coffee every morning.
Especially when it's cold in the morning.
Yeah.
We just want to get going. So, yeah. So just
drink more water.
we just were extra careful about what we packed. So, and then lastly, a question that we get is, do we have everything planned out of where we're going, or do we plan on the way, or you know, what's kind of our method of transportation?
It's a combination of both, really.
Yeah. I was gonna say we have a route pretty much planned out of where we want to go, but then we let all trails for hiking trails and where we're gonna stay that night kind of navigate where we're gonna go. So every night we kind of figure out what we're gonna do the next day. So it's kind of day-to-day basis on how we plan what we're doing.
Yeah, we have a plan, but we didn't make a plan months ago, and we're not, you know, sticking to some plan we made 2 months ago. It is very day to day, but
especially if we find somewhere we like and we're like, let's just stay for another day, then we can. You know, it's not.
Sometimes
not a set
places
schedule.
aren't as fun as you thought, so you just leave.
Yeah,
You know?
you just boogie on through. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, just shoot us a message on Instagram or from our website. We have a little section you can.
You
write a
can call
message.
me directly. My phone number is
No, don't listen.
219-838-7027.
You can't put that on YouTube.
Why? It's fine. That was the house number I grew up with. It's not even a real number. Call it though. See what happens.
Okay. See you later.
All right.
Come here.